In this lesson, we're going to talk about types of chemical bonding, ionic bonds. So what are ionic bonds? Well, we know ionic bonds, since grade 8, is always a bond between a metal and nonmetal. We know that the metal gives away electrons, and thus it becomes a positive ion, which we call a cation. We know the nonmetal receives the electron, and thus it becomes a negative ion, which we call an anion. And what they're going to form because of this is that they form what we call a crystal lattice. So, what are some properties of ionic bonds? Well, one of the major properties is that ionic compounds are conductive because there is a transfer / flow of electrons due to charged particles. Most are soluble. Most, not all. Soluble. That means they could dissolve into aqueous solutions. Their bonds are strong bonds, which leads to them having usually a high melting point. And what is melting point? Well, melting point is basically the ability to break bonds. And we're going to get into more detail about them eventually, but what kind of bonds are we breaking because of that? What we're going to see is that this is what we call a crystal lattice. So it forms these crystal lattices of alternating arrangements of elements. Now what we're going to see a lot of times is we're going to get larger elements and smaller elements. In this case you have a crystal forming. So this is showing you what happens when sodium and chlorine comes together. There's a transfer of electrons. As always, make sure you keep yourself safe and healthy, and I'll see you soon.